Hey, storytellers, all right, I really need to get to work here. Real work, not political rants. Man, it's depressing. So ridiculous. All right, let's go to this. Maybe I want to show them a little bit more. I want to show the Foundry interface so you guys can kind of see what I got going on here. Okay. That's good enough. All right. I am creating for the Lord RPG a dungeon crawl. And this is a small dungeon crawl, warm-up dungeon crawl, but a dungeon crawl nonetheless. And I realized something too. I had these guys like, oh, they're going to live in this dungeon. This is actually up on a hill, by the way. Let me show you the region. So I'm creating this. They're at Malay right now. They're sort of on the verge of converting the town. Right? That's right. Evangelizing, converting the town. Here. They cleared out this monastery here. And there's a vineyard winery up here they cleared out. So they're going to get the church building that up. And actually, let me go ahead and move Sister Eleonora here because that's where they're at. And they're dealing with a witch living up in the hills. But I'm going to make this area like the Mili Mount Hillside Mountains, Kazora Hills. I don't know. The story is that the Roman patrician, the rich Romans in Milan or whatever, this is their sort of luxurious resort area, and they would take their ancestors and bury them up here and have their little shrines and visits to the kind of like how they would go visit the muses in Greece. So they'd have like pilgrimages to these. It's not even a pilgrimage, it's right there in the hills, and they would worship and do rituals and all that kinds of crazy pagan stuff. Thusly, ergo, this is the shrines in the hills. And thusly, so there's these people, temple guards, who live here, who do this, and so pagans come and visit, and then they have a big ceremony thing. And it's probably constant, too. It's like different groups come and do rituals. So I think what I'm going to do then is create this section here is being sort of like a temple area. And they, of course, run the temple. And they remain hidden because it's only for secret, rich pagans come and do offerings, and they probably have some really pageantry looking place. So there's that. And I did do a roll where they are somewhat evil, and then these guys are oppressed. And since I don't want to use these tokens for these guys, because these guys are going to be easily convertible. They're ready to be converted. So I really don't want to ruin the premiere of these these tokens here, because I think they're kind of cool. They're hidden right now. But there's one. I call them trolls or kobolds. So I might just do regular people or oppressed people, or because I really want these to be very evil. What do I have here? Pagan foes. I could just do regular people. Slave groups. Maybe the slaves are I'm going to do a little switcheroo. I'll make the slaves the ones that are easily convertible, and then these are just evil. I got it. I gotta make some adventure out of this, because this is sort of intentionally meant to be a dungeon crawl for us Christians to have a dungeon crawl. So I got to make it more exciting in that sense. So I'm just going to have to cheat a little here. That's my dice. Fudging the dice. I'm fudging my conversion dice. Okay, I'm going to do crabs in this area because there is a lake down here. So let me create... I'm sort of post-cold flu clearing out my throat stuff. Sorry, I'm right into the mic. Let me do let's see, what am I going to, not pagans, under props, crypt. I'm going to make like a nice temple up here, because it's got to be flashy, right? Pagans have got to have flash and pomp. So I'm going to make some sort of cool So I'm not going to have that for sure. I'm going to have like a shrine here with an infestation that they want someone to clear out for them. So I don't want that there. I'm going to do this there because I want this to go down to the... There's going to be an exit, obviously. Like in order to go to this place, man, I really need to move this, I think. I mean, running out of space already. Thought I had more room. I'm going to curve this basically around this way so that I have more room for this. So let me make the... Okay, I'm just going to mess this up because that's how this works. See, that's the cool thing about this. You can make a freaking dungeon and move it around. Look at that. Not a big deal. Okay. And just move this around. I'm going to move this closer. It's supposed to be here, right? We'll just do that. Okay. They can go either way, I guess. Let me move this out of the way. This is the troll layer. I'll move this a little closer. Like that. What a mess. Where is this leading to? Oh, it's supposed to lead to this. Boy, did I make some room or what? Okay. See? Let me move that up there. I'll move that up there. This will go here because I'm breaking that off. Okay, this... I think I'm going to make this one a lot further. I'm just trying to give myself some room here. I'll make the crabs over here. Oh, yeah, they'll be connected here as well. That'd be cool. Okay. Connected with the water thing here. I'll just make it 2. I believe I have a water thing here somewhere. A water feature. No, I can add some rocks. Marsh swamp. Ruins? Oh, that's burned churches. Water. These water things are kind of weird to me, but let me try to add a little bit there just for the fun of it. Crypt? No. Caverns and tunnels. All right, so this is going to be the crab area. Now, what's important about the crab area? Good question. I'm going to make something cool happen in here. What? What? Sorry, I'm just building up this area like it's a big, massive cavern. And see what you can do with For the Lord RPG assets. Making your own cool, dungeon crawl thing. No big deal. Fun. And you're not limited, you know? Now these rocks mean they got to crawl through these little holes. So it gives you a sense of something. Where are these crabs going to be? Good question. What's in here though? Something valuable has got to be in here. Well, obviously loot. An old hidden. Well, I don't think I want to put that there. Boat? Maybe a boat there? I don't know. Let me see. I think I got a boat in here somewhere. Pagan stuff. What the? Ah, shoot. Gotta move that out. Bring that back. Bring that obelisk up. Do I even want an obelisk? I don't want an obelisk. I don't want it to be... Obelisks are placed to give you some sort of story, but I don't know if I want a story here. I'm just looking for the... But where are the boats? I just want like a boat. Maybe it's underground. Okay, forget it. But I want something there. Let's see, a treasure. Why Why would they go there? What's there? What was there? Offerings. There we go. They drop offerings down here. They get crushed. The crabs pick them off and create nests. There we go. And these nests have all kinds of stuff in them. Whoa, what's going to look like a nest? I think the fireplace. It's going to look like a nest. Where's the fireplace? I'm going to say these are nests. Crab nests. You know, I could do a creepier creature as well. I'm going to say, I'm trying to figure out a way, like, if they can creep through here, they will surprise these creatures. That's fine. I wonder if I should put the other beast, a little excessive, but this guy here. Why not? Tough. Well, why would that guy be there? Good question. Why would this... Got some crab nests with valuables. This guy lives here amongst the rocks. And there's going to be some loot there. I want a broken up boat for some reason. Like he dragged it under and brought it over. So I'm going to do that. I just can't find the boat. Where did I put it? Martian Swamp? No. Pagan stuff? No. Where's the boats? Village props. Okay. There we go. He grabs boats. Brings them. And they're... Right? Ruined boats. Oh no, I need to open up this. The maps I find now, I need to open up the borders of it more. So it's, I put padding percentage is 0.05. I need to go up to like 20. See if it's going to mess anything up. Yep, it messed it up. Okay, I just got to move it over something. I'm trying to think here. What did it do? The reason so I can zoom out more. But now it's all right. I'm just going to do it. It's going to hurt, but I'm going to do this. Move it more to the center. This, does that work? Yeah. There. There. I wonder, you know what? I'm going to make this bigger. I just feel like I want to make it as big as I can. Let's go with 10,000. 10,000 by... There we go. Save. Yo, yeah. Made it bigger. Ooh, what? Just move. Here we go. And done. Then move over all the text. And then move over all the tokens. Where? Okay, there. Good. These go here. These go down here. Temple guys go here. Snake, I'm going to change that to something else. All right, we got a crab lair going. They could drop down if they wanted. I'm going to have you know what? I'm going to have an obelisk here that says offerings to the dark god or whatever. Okay, good. We're going to have this game on Friday. We were going to have it today, but one of the guys got delayed on his airplane flight. So we're going to do this on Friday. I hope they go here because I actually have another one I did. Let me just show you that real quick. Let me see if I can find it. Just real quick. Oh, it's a small one. So my point of this is I'm trying to show you and me that we, oh, this is totally small. Where is it? Oh, I know I did it in here. Not the Coven. Okay, Lugano area. Ravio to Perlezo is where I thought it would be. Perlezo Hills, maybe. Generate thumbnail. Okay, there it is. Yes, that's it. Ta-da! Look at that one. See, so this is like a... I need to roleplay this one. Shoot. And I just... they start off here. They go into the... These are all caves on the hillside. There's a scary bear over here. There's a dragon over here. There's bats in a temple thing here. I haven't like fully... I mean, there's a feral bear here. There's some pagans in a pagan little village inside the caves. A haunted obelisk. See? Barbarian Tuffy. I think here, like a king. Nice spider trap with poor Christian missionary. They put him in the sacrifice him to the spider webs, man. But he's gonna have a holy item or something. I really gotta do the treasure stuff somehow, like a sense of treasures. You know, we all love getting treasures. I gotta do like a sense of you gain, you know, holy items or treasures. I know that was a big thing in church history too. The fighting of fighting of icon, like worshiping items and getting holy items, and the Catholic Church kind of went the direction of kind of paganism in the sense of, you know, more items, whereas the other, you know, I guess Protestants wanted to do away with that. But in this game, we kind of need a sense of that for reward. But you know, I'm not going to go crazy with it. It's going to be more about like mastercrafted items and a holy item in the sense of it means a lot to you personally. Thusly, it gives you a psychological, you know, holy bonus, like just a die rank or two bonus. So it's kind of minor. Okay, I think I'm going to do the old, create this whole area as the this slave village where they're forced to live down here, and they're slaves, and yeah, and this is going to be the whole temple area. Boy, I gotta really fleshes out more, man. This is a lot. Look at that. This is a freaking dungeon crawl for sure. I'm gonna make a big old temple. Big old temple. Oh yeah. Look at that. Demons and stuff. Ball. Totally child sacrificing. Except they're born, but only recently born. This is just horrible, man. The way that we're doing child sacrifices today. Fooling ourselves. Terrible, man. Freaking Democrats. Okay. Look at that. See that? How cool that is? Made that little cool like shape thing there. Oh, and then I'm going to add columns. Where's the columns? I'll just open up some new ones here. Oh, yeah. You know, create anything you want. Donk. This will be a big epic fight, I guess. We'll have guards coming out of different areas, thusly. Where do I want this guy? Do I even want him in there? I don't think so. Oh, here. That's kind of cool looking. See? Making a dungeon crawl thing. Let's see. I don't want this door. I want like a cool looking regular door. Well, where does this go? Sorry, I'm going brain dead here. Just trying to think of what I want to do. All right, let me finish this up. I want them to come in, and then there's going to be secret door. And secret door. These are the soldier rooms. Okay. Let me just move these over here. Like so. This guy's here. Need a cauldron. Oh, I wonder if I don't have a way of making this into a raised platform. How do I don't have an artwork to sort of do that sort of a thing. Huh. It'd be kind of cool though. Didn't really think about that. I wonder if I could do like a double thing here. Does that look like it's raised? I'm going to go with it. Just put one under the other. Raise up one. Looks kind of raised-ish. Doesn't it? Kind of? I mean, you know, good enough. Let me put these underneath that. Oops. So that it really shows the double circle there. Yeah. You know. We'll go with it. All right, this designates secret doors. That when I separate it out a little bit. I do need to make some. I have not made door. I've been wanting to make just doors, dungeon doors to use. Just haven't done it yet. Been meaning to. All right, so these guys are guards. I do want more guards though. Maybe I'll do like and they're always working. I'm going to actually kind of color code them. Wait, this one over here then. Oh, let me do... No, I like the red ones up there. I'll do these guys over here. The purple ones over there. And the red ones... Purple ones there. These double reds, double reds. I'm not going to be able to fight that many. So I'm going to make double reds, say, down here as guarding. Now, how do they come here? Good question. I think they got to come from out, like the top of the hill is an entrance. You know, for the, they're not going to, obviously the Christians are not going to come through the top of the hill because they don't know about it. It's a secret top of the hill thing. So let me do a stairwell that goes down into the hill. No trap here, just a worshiping thing. And then more stairs. I want to figure if I can make this interesting somehow, but can't think of anything at the moment. Until I kind of piece this together. That. What am I doing? I don't know yet. Just putting it together, man. Yeah, okay. So this is creepy, but what this is they throw out their sacrifices, the leftover sacrifices down this thing. Yeah, that's how gross that is. That feeds the beast. But I'm trying to think of how I can get this a little closer. If this feeds the beast, where does this lead to? Or should I put it here? Yeah, let me put it here. They drop off the sacrifices. Drop it down this thing, which feeds the beast. Oh, I need more room down there. Let me create another square. That. So yeah, after the ceremony, they drop off this, sacrifice, whatever, throw it down this thing. And a gross beast is feeding off of it and is becoming a problem now. Right? I'm going to do Mysterious Tentacle Beast. Cave Dragon? Dude, Cave Dragon is Cave Dragon. I don't know. I'm going to keep a couple there for now just to think about it. I might add a new one. All right, let me just see what I got here. Create new beast. I don't know what I'm going to actually make it. Let me open up. I want to do some of the original artwork, not a new one. I could do the terror birds. Oh, a giant turtle. I could do the kraken, but I kind of already have this one here. I might do the giant turtle or snakes. Let me do the giant, like he's if they throw stuff down, he's a scavenger, so he's like gross. Yeah, let me do this dude. Do I have stats on him yet? Let me look. I might already have stats on him. And I'll kind of go from there. I'll kind of adjust it. But I'll show you what I got. Let's see. Under the Dark Ages, creature codex here. Where's my prehistoric stuff? There we go. Chelan or Skyrin. Worshipped by locals as part of the gods, a servant, guardian, watcher, or other, they gladly sacrifice to these beasts in the hopes of gaining favor with the gods. All right. Let's do Chelan, Skyrin. I looked it up, something, like the bits of that about the giant turtle or something. I don't know. I don't know what, in my flurry of research, I found these names. So, tough looking brute, bite, crushing, scary. Let's have some fun with that. 22 is his hit points, and his armor, his defense is 22 defense? Yeah. Because of the shell, his aware, and his aware isn't like he's dodging, right? It's that he puts his head in, into the shell. That's enough. That's why I gave him such a high. So it's 15 normally, right? 12 and 3 is 15 because he's very aware of being attacked. Turtles are very defensive in that sense. So 15. They're not gonna be able to turn him over because he's big. 15, and then 2 for helmet, like greater helmet. His helm. He's really thick, and then 2 for shield. So that's 19, and then I added 3 more somewhere. I don't know why. Probably because it's so thick, and maybe he's like a wall shield, So it's all bio-organically fitting on him perfectly. Let me rename this. Skyrin. Gotta say it. Skyrin. Gotta get yourself... It's really weird that you type it in here, but then you still gotta update it here. That's the thing about Foundry. There's so many little things to remember, to do things. Oh, and then of course he's teeny. Let me do the size of him, and you got to do it under prototype token, not after you drag it out to here. This one here is now its own token. So, and that's fine. I get why they got to do that, because you want to have individual ones. I wonder if 3. Let me try 3. 3 is a pretty big. I do wish I could update it. There we go. So yeah, that's what's kind of cool. He's angry because he's really in a prison. Oop. Just delete these guys out of there. This guy's in a prison down in this area. I'm going to say he's dug out and taken this temple. Like he's figured out how to so they're upset at that he's gotten out of his prison and has gotten to this area. And so they're concerned and want to control, maybe kill him and then start a new creature down there. But that's going to be funny and hilarious. So let me get a couple things over here. That's his layer. I don't know if he has any treasure down there. Maybe a little bit. I know there's a legend of someone who threw something down there and didn't realize, no, you can't do that, but he did it anyway as an offering. And so they're so there's a legend of a great offering down there. I'll just for now. Keep that as my note. All right. Wait, I want him over here. Okay. So he has managed to figure out how to crawl, dig his way through this area. I think I want to make these wider because that's his size. So yeah, as much as we're using dragons and beasts, monsters in the D&D, or not D&D, in our For the Lord RPG, we're still making them beasts, right? They're still of the living spirit, but they're not created in the image of God, so they don't have creativity. They're they're still treated. I still treat them as beasts. They're not intelligent, and if they're demonically possessed, which they could be, that obviously would break that rule then. But for the most part, especially early on in the game, I don't want demon possession type of stuff. I kind of don't particularly care for it, and even in the Bible, the description of them are kind of. I'm not trying to belittle the situation, but they seem comical or just not really that devastating as, say, just the evil of men, how evil men have been. Okay, I want to do a thing where this used to be a really cool secondary place, but the freaking turtle took over and ruined it and is digging and messing it all up. So that's hilarious. I wonder if in this place being the original prison of the Skyron, obviously has some treasures. What else? What else could I have in there? Maybe there is a secret treasure hold for the fun of it that nobody knows about. There we go. There we go. There we go. Where is that door? Except nobody knows about it except you guys here on the video that are suffering through my silliness. Where's the go? Okay, where's the door? Come on, door. There it is. Oh yeah. There's going to be a secret room with a secret treasure. That's on top. That's not even part of this thing. There's some other secret room down here with a secret tomb. That was abandoned. Forgotten. The forgotten tomb. Who's in there though? I don't know. I forgot. Forgotten tomb. Triple salvage. So I like to do salvage rolls, treasure hunting rolls, as opposed to me deciding what's in there. And I like to make a list of treasures, and then they will find stuff. And the higher the roll, the better possibility of a cool treasure. And those are fun treasure lists I like to make. It's one way I'm thinking of like doing a generic supplement for role-playing games, but I can make a ton of those, but let's worry about that later. Okay, this is really cool. I'm starting to come up with ideas. That's the way that's how I, as a GM, do it. It's kind of, for me, it's hard to do it on a piece of paper and just like write blank. I like to do stuff like this, where you're visually seeing what's where, what could possibly be where, and obviously I'm keeping in mind this. I'm keeping in mind the history of this area, like the possible history. People before the Christians came in and converted, the Roman pagans lived up here as like a lake resort place. They do things, right? They have festivals, especially to the ancestors. And so they're going to have little shrines that they go visit and do their rituals, do their offerings. And then those are going to turn into temples and priests and pagans and all that kind of stuff. And all that kind of fun stuff to destroy and burn and loot as Christians. And yeah. And so here we are. And so now I'm building that out, and I'm trying to figure out there's some burials. Oh, I should do some like a ton of just little sad little burial, like, like middle class burial spots as well. I think that would be hilarious. Just kind of like, oh, another one. Already looted sort of a thing. Not already looted, but not much is there. Actually, I could just do it like that, because they would just have little nooks and crannies. These are literally sad little, well, not sad. They just got people buried there, and you just walk by, blah, blah, blah. That's just kind of like the way they are. Okay. Oh, that would be funny. Just like that. Boom. Now, if they want to pilfer them, they can, which is kind of sad, but hey, that's what people do. Christians, they have to decide if they want to do that. There will be treasure in them. Like, you could roll and search the coffin and take their rings or whatever treasures they have in them. I mean, they're all pagans. Who cares? No. It's a dilemma. It's a moral dilemma. They have to. I'm gonna let the Christians decide if they're gonna steal from them or not. Did the pagans steal from them? Probably. If they don't find anything in them, then there's a chance the pagans came and stole from them. And yeah, okay, whatever. Let's just move on. All right, I gotta build this out here. Let me try to make this make sense. Okay, we got a connection now here between the two areas. This is kind of like a ruined thing going on there. Let me grab this one, put that here. Actually, I'm going to move this down to there, like that. Center that. Copy, paste, go down to the shrine, which is being ruined by the stupid mean turtle who's digging along the stairs now, and they're all worried that he's going to start coming into this area and then coming over to here because he's big enough and scary enough they can't fight him, or they don't want to. They worship him, but then they hate him, so they want someone else to kill him. See, something like that. Nice and simple. Okay. We should have a resting area for people that come. Like, they just have a little resting area. Now, this is currently being used by pagans, so there could be a group here already. What is this? Oh, this is nothing now. I changed it. Move that there, and I'm going to just leave that. Well, do that. Not that it matters. I'll just leave that small room. These are resting areas for visiting pagans that come in and are doing the shrine thing. I wonder if I should make this more symmetrical in a sense, like this is in the middle. Just move that to the middle like that. I just feel like I want to make it symmetrical, or whatever. Not symmetrical, but lined up. Okay. Let me make this even deeper. Like that. No, I don't think I want a snake. All right. Maybe these guards are here. Here, I'm going to make like a goofy person that handles the trash kind of thing. I think that's going to be kind of funny. What the? What do I have here? Whoa, I don't have any stats on in here. This is so. Let me grab some. I made some sorcerers here. Okay, magician. So let me do this guy. I just want to have some stats in here for something. Prototype, okay. Save. Done. Something here. Okay. Does this guy have it? Yeah. All right. This guy is not a sorcerer. Or he can be. Okay, so you can see here how this guy has some. Sorry, I'm trying to format this for my own thing. Ooh, that's cool. Okay. I should probably do that here. Whatever. Okay. Vigor 6. This should be a 6. Defense is 11. Man, I'm way off. Okay, well, whatever. No, this is okay. Draining pain inflicts vitality drain on anyone. Painful pain somehow inflicts an affliction, whether causing a pratfall. Bloodletting, resist duration, bleeding. How does each sorcerer point spent for this? Just 1 for 1, 2 for 2, or so forth. Okay. These are very simple ways of doing spells. How do you do this? How do you do? I'm just going to go through a little spell casting lesson here. Sorcery 5 plus a d12. Let's say he rolls a 5, so 10. He's got 10 sorcery points to do things to people. Yeah, I'm just gonna make this guy a sorcerer. And what is he doing then? And even if he needs to do anything, he may or may not. His goal is not to fight anyone. He's just the poop guy, or the poop. Drops the thing down, does a little ritual, returns back to thing, but he stays here. This is his home. He's kind of gross and disgusting. He's the one they give coins to. So he has a little. I'm gonna say they give him. He's got his own little treasure room there. But he's like, he knows what they do. So, okay, draining pain inflicts vitality drain on anyone. So he just does damage to you. How does he do that? He's got to spend it on the amount of pain he wants to do. So that's the deliverance. It could be a duration, or it could just be a duress. It's got to be a duress too. A duress is 12, but he can add a d4, d6, d8, so whatever. So it's really simple, the way we do spells in here, because you're just trying to affect their stats. That's what any spell does, is affect their stats. So let me just type this out so you can see. I'm just trying to see if I'm going to do a new token just to show you what I'm talking about. Let me just do a temp here. Hope you can see this. So if he's doing draining pain. So what is that? It just takes, just does damage, right? A vitality drain. That's all it is. So what are the main stats of someone anyway that you'd want? You'd want to take out their hit points or vitality. You want to drain make them have penalties to their rolls. And, you could obviously do states like paralysis if you wanted to make it pretty extreme. I usually do paralysis as penalties to the rolls, like a minus D12, to every roll. You could go actual paralysis if you want. That's your choice. You could do, they just can't move. They're immobile. They're stuck to the ground or whatever. You could do, you could do the penalty in the sense that if they're at minus 5d12 or minus d12 to every roll, it's a temporary penalty, or it could be an actual affliction like poison, where they're really wounded, and if they take any more, they could die. So that's two separate things. They could combine, but you as a GM need to understand which is which and how they combine. If you take a D12 poison and a D12 paralysis, that's fine, but know that there's a difference between the two, in that he's not dead because he went past D12 poison to the paralysis. So that, now if he takes any more poison, he will die. If he takes more paralysis, they won't die. They're just even more tight, paralyzed. So what does that look like if you're poisoned minus D12 and paralysis minus D12? Basically, they roll a D12 twice and take the highest number for their penalty. Or more, they don't take it. You as the GM use it against them. So if they have to accomplish something, you're going to roll that, take the highest number, and add it to the difficulty of any roll that they need to do, whether it's to hit someone or escape or, out of a grapple or whatever it is, or climb a wall or whatever it is. They're at that penalty. Okay, so, and those dice could explode too. So they'd be even harder for them to do stuff. Okay, draining pain though does damage vitality drain. So what does it need? It needs deliverance. That's how much it'll potentially drain. And basically duress. Now, optionally is duration if you wanted to, how long? Oh, and deluge. Draining pain on several of them. So let's max this out then to the most. It's deluge, how many he's going to affect. Duration, how many rounds it'll drain them. Duress, how what they got to resist by. Deliverance is how much. I gotta clear my throat. Hold on. Okay. Deliverance and distance. I'm not gonna worry about distance because I'm sure he'll attack. It's in the temple. It's right there. Okay. Deluge. Let's say he spends 2 on everything. So everything's a D6. Two die ranks time 2 sorcerer points. Sorcerer points per factor. Okay, so that's 4 factors, 8 points. So, what does this look like? Let me roll. Oh, I gotta do it on here. D6 for deluge. How many does he affect? 5. So up to 5. Duration. How long is it gonna last? 2 turns. All right, 2 turns. Duress. Let's see how strong of a resistance you have to resist by. 12 plus 3 is 15. Duress, 15. And deliverance is how much damage? So it's a D6 per turn. 6. Whoa. 6 drain. See? So that's it. And they got to say about this is a tough. Yeah, man, this is tough. 15. So I would use their prowess or their spirit to resist the vitality drain. If somebody wanted to say, I'm using my intellect, how does that work? Well, I know that what he's doing is just a poison and he's just trying to drain me and whatever. And I'm like, okay, fine. Beat a 15 with your intellect. If it's convincing. If it's not convincing, if he befuddles like I just did there, you might say, use your spirit or prowess. But kudos for trying. Whatever. So that's how every spell in here works as far as the pagans, and same with blessings. Blessings are spells, but we Christians, it's different because we are all about helping, caring, blah blah blah. So, draining pain, painful pang. Okay, so painful. What's this? Painful pang. So painful pangs are getting inflicting an affliction on them. So same thing, same principle, but instead of the 6 drain, right? So up to, let's say he does deluge, same rules, up to 5, 2 turns, duress is 15, but instead of a drain of 6, they're at -2 DR, -2 DR if they fail. So if they fail, I know that I can roll a D6 and add it to everything that they try to do, or versus, so they're afflicted that much. And since it's an affliction, then they're in trouble if they get any other afflictions, and they could die from that. Okay, but it'll only last for 2 turns, so this affliction will, not last that long. But they're at -2 DR, and this is, something. If this were done as a ritual, this could be permanent until the thing is. And the way I do rituals is generally you kind of just, it's more descriptive, more open-ended, because a ritual is the person doing it over and over, taking their time and causing these things to become either permanent or more widespread, or turn it into a potion that can be used by their followers. So rituals are kind of that type of thing where you're giving basically a die rank result, a die bonus to your followers, the pagans are, so they can use it later on in the game. And it's more of a narrative thing that you can do. You can roll some dice to decide how well they do on it. He's going to spend all of his sorcery points that he has that evening to do that ritual upon his warriors, and they all get these bonuses. They can go out and do their fighting. It's probably like inspired die, basically. Or you can say, well, they have that bonus for the next combat situation, the next raid, the next attack upon the Christians, the next church burning, or whatever they're doing. Yeah. So this one here, blindness, they're blinded. That's at minus D12. Oh, I made this specific. Resist or blinded at minus D12 until one can clear out the painful puff. See? So you as a GM can come up with anything like that. You can say this is what it is. This is what it is. Maybe it's a minus D8. Maybe it's a minus D4 because they're a weaker, and the duration on this is until one can clear out the painful puff. So they got like stuff in their eyes. They're blinded. See? So, and they would not be able to get rid of that painful puff, in the middle of a combat because they're being attacked. And they're, they need a little, water. They need a moment. They need, you know what I mean? So, so that's the type of, that's how you do spells, basically. You just kind of, oh man, can you even see that? Anyway. Okay. All right, I'm going to end it here, but as you can see, I've really started to build out this tomb, this cool dungeon crawl. Got a little different factions here. We got this thing. Oh, I forgot to do this. Okay, these are the slave guys. I'll do that later, but they'll be there. Got the crabs over here. Got these just basic crypts over here they can explore. And, it's obviously small. It's not a huge thing, but I don't want I'm not into that big. I want them to move on to other things at some point. But I definitely want to give them a dungeon crawl, so they can have some fun in a dungeon crawl, because we all want fun Christian or dungeon crawl stuff, even as Christians. All right, that's it for this crazy little rambling video of different things. And I got to work on some more stuff. I got to go take my dog for a walk. I got to do all kinds of stuff today. And I have another game. I was going to have a game at noon today, but that's been moved to Friday. And I'm having another game today, Apocalypse one with a pastor and his 2 young sons, who, on the last game session we had, one of the sons spoke the gospel for the first time ever in his life. That's what this game does for you. Get your kids to speak the gospel. And he did it in a comfortable, crazy situation, but it's like, oh, I got to speak the gospel. See? That's what this game does. All right. So I started from nothing with this thing. I started with an antagonistic RPG culture, and now I have 3 games going, more than 10 people now, and I'm building up, and hopefully you too can do the same thing and put it on YouTube and and push and evangelize and get people to say the gospel, even in a game, because it's practice is what we need. And we're not practicing. This is a perfect way to practice. And yes, you can speak the gospel to these crazy temple guards, even if they attack you. All right. In the game of life, let's have some fun and evangelize, plant churches. This first, and then we do it in the real world. And actually, this game is doing it as well. Just doing the game, putting it up, is evangelizing, right? All right. The game of life. In the game of life and in a role-playing game, in the game of life, roll holy dice.